People are freaking out about the changes to the Chase Sapphire Reserve. I'm not. The annual fee, yes, it went up $250, which is not ideal. But they've made some changes to the card that I think justifies keeping it. And I'm not talking about the statement credits. This is Zach with Chip Points Travel. Hit the favorite or like button on the screen so you can come back to this video. I'm going to dive into some numbers and you might want to watch it twice. So the annual fee is now $795. It used to be $550. Chase has maintained their most generous statement credit in the industry, the $300 travel credit. So $795 minus $300 equals essentially $500. Before it was $250. So the annual fee doubled. But while that's negative, Chase is offering its cardholders two things that I think are positive, one more so than the other. The one thing that's sort of positive and sort of not are the statement credits. Now, I think if you can capture the Apple TV, Apple Music credit easily, that may be money you're already spending. That's a net, just positive win. Doing great. StubHub looks good. Epic Hotels, I'm skeptical about. I'll post another video about this couponization of the Chase card, sort of following the Amex footsteps. So we won't get into the details there today, but there is value to be had there. And I think everyone will be able to get some value from those new statement credits. Now, on the side where I think there's tremendous value to be had is in the change of multiplier, the earn rate for hotel purchases and airfare purchases. So in the past, it was 3x per dollar spent. 3 points per dollar spent, which is a good earn rate, by the way, on those kinds of travel purchases. But Chase has said, hey, look, we recognize we're increasing the annual fee. We're gonna give you something back, and we're gonna give you a 4x earn rate. So what does this mean? Well, I value Chase points at 2.5 cents per point. I transfer my Chase points to Hyatt. I can consistently get 2.5 cents per point in value. So that means if I spend $10,000 in a given year on hotels and airfare at that 4x earn rate, I'm now going to get an additional 10,000 points that I didn't receive before. Those 10,000 points, worth 2.5 cents each, equals $250. So that's why the 10,000 is significant. The $10,000 of actual cash spend is significant for hotels and airfare. Now you may say, Zach, you're crazy. I'm not going to spend $10,000 on hotel and airfare in a year. I hear you. Know that some people do, but I hear you. I get that the majority of people don't spend that much, but we got the statement credits. So maybe you spend $5,000 and you get a $125 statement credit from the Apple deal or the StubHub deal. Certainly, if you can get enough statement credits to cover the annual fee increase, you're golden. Keep the card. Enjoy the additional earn rate on the hotels and airfare. But the $10,000 number assumes that you get 2.5 cents per point and you didn't capture any of the statement credits. So it's a sliding scale that essentially I've created. And so piece yourself in. So it may be that you can capture $200 of the increase from the statement credits. You just got to cover $50. Okay, so you don't have to actually spend that much money to cover the fee increase. Also, if you're redeeming your Chase points for beds on planes over oceans, business class or first class, you're probably getting more than 2.5 cents per point. At least you should be. So say you get 5 cents per point. Now maybe, the way it works out, you got $125 of statement credit, you got a 5 cent per point redemption. You only have to spend $2,500 on hotel and airfare in a year, and that gets to be a lot more reasonable to where a lot of families are at. The big losers in this whole deal, at least as I see it, are folks who spend a lot of money on cruises, rental cars, and vacation rentals, Airbnb, VRBO, vacation rental houses. The earn rate went from 3x to 1x. And if that's the case, if that's you, I recommend looking at putting that spend on a different credit card. You could put it on the American Express Green card. It will pay you 3 points per dollar spent. It's $150 annual fee. You could put it on the Chase Sapphire Preferred card, which is for now maintaining the 2x, 2 points per dollar spent earn rate. You could look at the Bilt card if you want to get outside the Chase ecosystem, but still transfer to Hyatt. So there are some options out there. The Amex Gold's also a card that maybe you should consider. But if you're spending a lot of money on cruises, don't do that on this card now. The calculation has changed, and I recommend moving that spend elsewhere. Hey, this is Zach with Chip Points Travel. It really helps me out if you comment, if you like, if you favorite. And so if you would do that now, if you're still with me, man, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Enjoy the destination. Enjoy the journey.